Hi there. It's June 7th and time for Proverbs 7. Right. This whole chapter is all about the adulterous woman. Okay? The women have always outnumbered men in society because even back then, families wanted a son and they would keep having children until they got a son, and then usually they'd stop. All right. So there's always been more women than there are men around, and it was a prevalent problem. And they're talking about the adulterous woman here. That's somebody who's married and going after another man for fun and games, right? And, you know, never been an issue with me being safe since I was 5. But it was a very prevalent problem then, and he devotes entire chapters to it like he does today. So we'll read this. My son, keep my words and store up my commands within you. Keep my commands and you will live. Guard my teachings as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and to insight, you are my relative. They will keep you from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words. Okay. These first 4 verses, he says that like in every beginning chapter for about half of the Proverbs. Really wants you to listen to him, all right? Okay. Now this next part, this is a parable, okay, which is a learning story you make up to teach a lesson, right? At the window of my house, I looked down through the lattice and I saw among the simple, I noticed among the young men, a youth who had no sense. He was going down the street near her corner, walking along the direction of her house. At twilight, as the day was fading, as the dark of night set in. Then came out a woman to meet him, dressed like a prostitute with crafty intent. Yeah. And that's important, okay? Prostitutes back then dressed a certain way. They cut their hair a certain way. They wore certain clothes. They weren't revealing. Women were modest back then and covered themselves, but they dressed in a certain way that you would know that they were prostitutes basically for sale. And this was a married woman, right? Dressed like a prostitute with crafty intent. She is unruly and defiant. Her feet never stay at home. Now in the street, now in the squares, at every corner she lurks. She took hold of him and kissed him, and with a brazen face she said, Today I fulfilled my vows, and I have food from my fellowship offering at home. So I came out to meet you. I looked for you and have found you. I have covered my bed with colored linens from Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink deeply of love till morning. Let us enjoy ourselves with love. My husband is not at home. He has gone on a long journey. He took his purse filled with money and will not be home till the full moon. Okay. And it has what does peace offerings and vows were, okay? Because that in peace offerings a portion returned to them what they offered. She showeth him that she hath meat at home to make good cheer with, or else she would use some cloak of holiness till she had gotten him in her snares. Okay. We declare that harlots outwardly will seem holy and religious, both because they may better deceive others, and also thinking by observing ceremonies and offerings to make satisfaction for their sins. Right? Said she paid her vows. And when they took a lamb or a sheep or something to be sacrificed to cover their sins, not forgive, to cover their sins, they would get to take some home. And the rules were, it had to be eaten that day. You cannot save it for the next day. It had to be eaten that day. Okay. So she has meat at home that has to be eaten. Okay? And all this other stuff. Husband won't be home till the full moon. Okay? With persuasive words she led him astray. She seduced him with her smooth talk. All at once he followed her, like an ox going to the slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose. Till an arrow pierces his liver, like a bird darting into a snare, little knowing it will cost him his life. Now then, my sons, listen to me. Pay attention to what I say. Do not let your heart turn to her ways or stray into her paths. Many are the victims she has brought down. Her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is a highway to the grave, leading down to the chambers of death. Right? And back then, if it was discovered that you were in bed with another man's wife, that was adultery. And when they do find out, you are shamed forever, even before the husband finds out what you did, right? Right. It's a trap, right? Ox going to the slaughter, deer stepping into a noose, right? Something that doesn't go away, okay? It doesn't. So, there you go. That's Proverbs 7. I say nothing really to highlight. I highlighted this because it's a parable, okay? And there's lots of good lessons in there, too, you know. This 1599 Geneva Bible has the most wonderful footnotes in it. Mm-hmm. So let's just go down here. Two, by diversity of his words, he meaneth that nothing ought to be so dear unto us as the word of God, nor that we look on anything more, nor mind anything so much as the word of God. The word of God should be the most important thing, right? So there you go. That's Proverbs 7. It's a single lesson, right? Does it still happen today? Of course it does. What goes through my mind is why are married women doing this? Is their husband ignoring them so much that they need attention from somebody else? That's a problem. Right? That's a problem that should be addressed, right, before this kind of thing happens. So there you go. That's Proverbs 7. Let's see what I think we're in John 16 in our through the New Testament in a year. Nope, John 17. Today we're doing John 17. So there you have it. Have a good Saturday, right? Give us a like if you think about it. Maybe other people will see this video if it gets some likes. So, but till this afternoon, we'll continue with through the New Testament in a year, and tomorrow we'll do another Proverbs. See you next time.